Hi, we are at Capella in Singapore at ALTSSG, and with me I have Simon Ng, President of CFA Society of Singapore. Simon, it's great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
You are on a panel this afternoon talking about portfolio construction and the future of investing. So what are the audience likely to hear?
Well, the topic for this afternoon is the portfolio construction of 2030. So we have heard a lot about diversification in the past, right? And I think, it's really an old topic. But I think what we are really looking at in terms of portfolio construction for 2030 is what are we going to expect in terms of how AI is going to change the way that we construct portfolio. And I think more so is we're going to be also touching on what could be a potential new asset class. Well, a decade ago, we're probably hearing about digital assets. But I think a decade later today, what are we expecting in terms of potential new asset class that could be evolving, over the next 5-10 years down the road?
Amazing. And this morning, we've already had quite a few sessions covering the alternative space. What have you heard? What recurring themes have you heard?
Well, I think that the most the key part of it that really attract my attention is with the total portfolio approach that's been shared by Mr. John Bowman, CEO of Kaya Association. Although it's not something new, right? This is probably the second paper. This is a 2.0, but I think the evolution of this TPA has definitely been something that the industry is expecting. And I think it's really a great shift, from just strategic allocation into this TPA approach. And I think it's really intriguing to hear the various panelists to share a little bit on their vision, on operation or operationalizing this TPA approach. I think the part on the evolution of private markets, I think was interesting. I think we have witnessed definitely the rise and the escalation and the evolution, of how private markets has taken stage in today's portfolio construction and as well as our asset allocation. I think what the panel has shared is definitely pretty enlightening. I think the last part of it, how can we be future ready, in terms of our portfolio? What are the key areas that we should be looking at, and what are the lessons we have learned in the past to ensure, and I think that this will ties in pretty well with our topic this afternoon in terms of our portfolio construction for 2030.
Fantastic. Well, listen, we're looking forward to seeing you on stage later on. Thank you so much. Thank you for CFA for the partnership as well. And we'll see you all again soon.
Thank you.